Welcome back, you beautiful darlings. It's time for another Alchemy list on our very first day back in the year of 2022, streaming some Magic the Gathering. So for any of you who are unfamiliar with the relatively new Alchemy format, it is the same as Standard. It's the same as Standard, except two differences. One, they balance patch cards because it's a digital-only format. So they can tune things up, tune things down, and so on. Second thing, they've added on several Alchemy-only cards. We're looking at Gruul Werewolves today, and one of the key cards in Gruul Werewolves is the Tenacious Pup. It's a 1/2 that when it enters the battlefield, you gain a life. Already, it's a very good defensive card against a lot of the 1/1s and white weenies and 1/1s in red and so on. When you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter, trample counter, and vigilance counter on it. It's just whenever you cast the next one, not this turn, the next one. So this is the kind of thing that's much easier to track in a digital format where you might play this on turn 1 and conceivably 15 turns later play your next creature. Game will remember it. So this is a Werewolves list that kind of does what you expect in a Werewolves list. We have some early drops, Tenacious Pup to power up our future creatures, Jaspera Sentinel to help us ramp a little bit, Magda to help us ramp a little bit. Then we have some of the usual all-stars in the 2-drop slot, Ranger class, Werewolf pack leader, but we have this new Alchemy card, Rahilda, 2/2 first strike. When it deals combat damage to a player, exile a non-land card from their entire library at random. During any turn you attacked with a wolf or werewolf, you may cast that card, you may spend mana or mana of any color. So it's kind of like a Robber of the Rich, but it's just exile like just a non-land card from the deck. It's really nice. We also have some of the usual all-stars of the previous Werewolf decks. The Reckless Stormseeker to give creatures haste. Tovolar to help make it night, deal damage, and draw cards. And then up at the high end, we have some fresh new cards. Lupine Harbingers. There's a battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of turns you've begun since it was foretold. This is, again, another kind of like much easier to track digitally. Technically, you could do it in paper, but it doesn't feel very good there. But even outside of that, it's a 4/4 Trample Haster. That's really good. And let's not forget the brand new Town-razer Tyrant, where you target a land, and it starts pinging the opponent unless they sack it. Anti-ramp. Curve ends at 4. If you look at the lands, 21 lands. Now, technically, we also have 25 with the Shatterskull Smashing, and the Jaspera Sentinel gives us a little ramp. In the sideboard, Snakeskin Veils for defense, Burning Hands against the green matchups. And frankly, we're just going to play best of one at first to get a sense of how the deck plays before I start going into sideboarding. Best of one. I took a brief look at the sideboard and was like, I'm not going to explain this to you. I'm not going to figure this shit out right now. I'm not going to do it. I just got done with 23 days of not streaming. 23 days. I think this is good enough. Jaspera and the Werewolf pack leader. Sometimes we'll even get Magda out. Down to the Bugbear. Indicates that it could be like Boros Dragons, Mono Red. Those are like the popular lists. I mean, there's technically also some Rakdos Vampires. I'm going to play the Werewolf pack leader and not attack with the Jaspera Sentinel. There's a lot of like Dragon Fires and various other things that wind up killing off the Werewolf pack leader. Oh, I'm just feeling so powerful. I never thought it would be me being this powerful. So, okay. Play the Werewolf pack leader. Then I'm going to get the Magda out by tapping this feller. Typically, you'd be worried about double black, double white as like your sweeper colors. So against Kiwi Fringant, I'm not as concerned about being swept. Partly because it's like Cinderclasm. Is there a 3 mana deal 3 damage thing? Is there a Sweltering Suns? Okay, here we go. Alright, so we're going to play the Ferocious Pup. We're going to say red. We're going to turn this one sideways. We're going to go ahead and we're going to play the Reckless Stormseeker. It's going to come out with an extra counter on it. We can have it give itself haste, but what I would rather do is just give this +1/+0 and draw 2 cards. Feels incredible. Oh, it feels so edible. Ow. Burn down the house incoming next turn is one of my favorite cards. But it is 5. So I'm going to hang on to that Jaspera Sentinel. I don't see a big reason to burn my treasure as like my only easy red source. Conductive Current. Yeah, what does Conductive Current do again? Conductive Current. Oh, that's right. Conductive Current is red, red, red. Deals 3 damage to each creature. Choose an instant or sorcery card in your hand. It perpetually gains if this spell would deal non-combat damage to a permanent for player. It deals that much damage +2 instead. Shit, that is a good card. Oh, that is a good-ass card. Where's this mono-red control list that I'm absolutely going to build as soon as I can? Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow, wow. I mean... I guess I'm going to do like this. Okay. But isn't this like 1 billion damage? It feels pretty good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think this is working. Oh my god, Conductive Current. Oh my god, I want to do some Conductive Currenting. Okay, we want this. I mean, this list just seems great. I mean, it just, when it works, it just pops off. Now, if it doesn't work, I assume that it feels a little bit like when you're trying to pair up for a school project. You're like, hey, do you want to be my partner? Oh, your partner's something that's cool. What about you? Do you want to be my partner? You know, like when you have a combo-y sort of deck where there's a lot of like pairwise synergies and you just can't get anything to connect together. Ugh. Alright, let's see here. Rogue9 says, welcome back. Thank you, Rogue9. You're, like, legitimately so sweet. Oh, now this is kind of an interesting hand. I think I do hang on to it since I'm on the draw. Tenacious Pup can obviously come out on the first coin. But what do we do about the fact that we have a pile of pack leaders? We have Tovolars, we have Reckless Stormseekers. I think I just throw down the Cragcrown with green. It's me, Rahilda. Yeah. And this is nice because now it is a laka. So now we actually see the Highland Forest, which lets us know that Fabio is not a mono-red player. Just also a Werewolves player that was stuck on green. No, wait, we're not in best of 3. Sorry, my brain's melting still. 6.5, good to see you again. I hope you've been learning in a strong and unsupervised fashion. Caleb Hart 42 says, sup, Sean. Caleb Hart, the meaning of the universe. It's good to see you. What? I know. Why don't you come tell me? What is it? Do you love me? Do you love me? You know what? Let's there you go. There you go. This is a highly good baby cat. Highly good baby cat. Ow, motherfucking shit. Okay, when it enters battlefield, choose a color. This is one of these weird cards that is a result of Alchemy, of being digital only. When Forsaken Crossroads enters the battlefield, scry 1. If you weren't the starting player, you may untap Forsaken Crossroads instead. So I'm going to try to brown and card advantage. I'm going to say red. Let's untap it. Zazow. Ow, shit. Go ahead and swing since we get a little bit of drawing in there. Owie, owie. 6.5 says, hope you had a wonderful break starting my new postdoc in Virginia this week. Wish me luck on my move. Hey, congratulations. Hope the postdoc life doesn't burn you out too much. I know a number of postdocs that basically went into postdoc academia. We're barely earning any money. We're doing extremely hardcore research. We're expected to support a whole bunch of students doing various things. What a good baby. And then said to themselves, you know what? I'm going to go into the private sector. Is this postdoc number 2? Dude, I don't care if it's postdoc number 10. I hope it's okay for you. Hope it's all right for you. Who to block? Who to block? No. Buddy. But me. This is a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this. What's happening to the servers? Are we dropping frames or something? Seems okay. Hey, sweetie pie. Sweetie pie. Sweetie pie. Sweetie burrito pie. Alright, down you go. Okay, so Rockfall Vale, certainly was going to go down. This is going to be +1/+0. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage. Plus another 2. No, I think this is what I want to do. It's like this, so this goes on. Shit, I did it backwards. I always forget when it's showing me whether that's the resolution of going on the stack order or the resolution after the stack order. Ah, crap. So I just chump whatever's big. Wahoo! Bobness says, I'm not that fancy, thinking about going back for doc at some point, but for now, I'm a therapist writing a book while having a 3-year-old. Wish me luck. Dude, Bobness, all skill. All skill, Bobness. Skill of Bobness. I think we just lost. I think we have died. That's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know, it sucks when it's Xaxes. You know what I mean? I maybe could have left this one back. Maybe we could have left that one back. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Good to see you, City Fires. Welcome back to you too. Let's switch to best of 3. Circle says, why hello there, you handsome devil. How are you today? Oh, it's so sweet you call me handsome. Oh, I'm so vain. I love when my ego is stroked. I'm doing pretty good, Stir Crazy. I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back. It's kind of funny, like, as much as I want time away and breaks from, like, just the endless grind, I like the grind. I like broadcasting. I like talking about games. I like thinking about what's coming up. I like all that stuff. I think it's fun. I think it's good stuff. What I want to do is I want to take a little bit of a peek at the sideboard. Snakeskin Veils for defense. We can deal with killing enemy creatures with the Burning Hands. Inscription of Abundance. This is very nice because this is a fight and life gain effect. Can also help you get some counters on there. This is a pretty easy one to kick too. Choose your weapon. Deals 5 damage to target creature with flying. Gee, I wonder what matchup this one's for. It's for the dragons. Outland Liberator is just a super strong creature card if we're up against something obnoxious. Various control lists, this sort of thing. Ravenous Pursuit. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Choose a creature card in your hand. It perpetually gains +X/+X, where X is the amount of excess damage dealt this way. Okay, so for more creature matchups, Brittle Blast is really great. Ulvenwald Oddity. When does this come in? Avabruck Caretaker. So Avabruck Caretaker is an incredible card for, like, stalemate busting. Your boy says, hey, Day9, welcome back. That massive charisma still intact? I mean, a little bit. A little bit, you know? Like a little bit of charisma still hanging around. A little bit. You know, the, trying to think of how I can describe this. I've done a great deal of self-reflecting. Great deal of self-reflecty type things. You know, I was even talking before the break about getting these little, like, these bizarre anxiety spikes. Because, you know, there's like an anxiety attack where you're kind of feeling a little stressed, oh God. And then all of a sudden it ramps up and it becomes too much for like 15 minutes and then it starts to go back down. I was having this weird 0 to 100 back to 0 where that 100 period was like 60 seconds long. And to me, I have found that there are categorically two ways to approach a problem that you're having. One, if you're in the moment where the problem is having, what are the techniques that you do? The second is, how do you avoid being in that problem situation? You know what's a problem I have in life? I love eating stuff. I love like calories. It's like one of my favorite things. Hi. Hello. All right, let's close the game. I like calories. So I try not to keep any soda or beer or chips or popsicles or popcorn or chips and snacks. Like, I try not to keep them in the house. That's one way of dealing with the calorie issue, right? Some of you are like, what issue? That sounds amazing. And so when it comes to, like, some negative feelings like this, ooh, a little anxiety attack, you know, there were a lot of these avoid the circumstance, deal with the circumstance type things. Like if I, for instance, ran 5 miles and then went about my day, the probability of having one of those spikes much lower. If I'm sleeping a lot, probability of those spikes happening much lower. If I've had enough leisure time, probability of that spike happening much lower. There's all these, like, probability of spikes happening are lower. But I felt like I did not have enough, like, thought techniques, enough in-the-moment things in the back pocket to deal with that sort of stuff. I think I can send it back. You saw me. You saw my temptation. I'd rather have the proactive card, the Town-razer Tyrant, that forces my opponent to do stuff and is a flyer, over Halana and Alena that actually need creatures out to do stuff. Good. Yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable and confident with the idea of, like, hey, if I'm in a situation where I'm starting to feel certain collections of negative emotions, I've just spent a lot of time honestly kind of summoning them up and seeing what my brain's doing and trying to just summon up, you know, this sort of thing. Is this when you cast your next creature spell? Okay, so it's not when the next creature spell enters the battlefield. It's just when you cast the next creature spell. Got it. So we're seeing, obviously, Esper colors, but I'm a little interested in this Warlock class that's going on. Dude. Fucking Sanguine Brushstroke. When it enters the battlefield, create a blood token and conjure a card named Blood Artist. So it literally just creates this 2-mana card, which is right there. Whenever you sacrifice a blood token, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. This is actually a really sick, slick little card. Brushstroke is strong. Now, the fact that it's dog, so good with Tovolar. I'm actually feeling that's probably the thing about which I am most pleased after break. Because, I mean, like, you know, kind of like how, I mean, I feel like trying to work through and deal with various personal emotions and processing stuff and feeling like you actually have the techniques to deal with things. Easiest game. I feel like these things, sometimes you're just tired and you just don't want to deal with this shit. You know? Sometimes, at the end of the day, I'm freaking tired and I'm not interested in trying to, like, look at traumatic experiences in my past or things that feel bad. It's easy to just kind of, like, sit down and be like, we will rewatch Cobra Kai. So I think the Ferocious Pups are probably not necessarily going to be very good against a non-creature list. I think I'd rather, instead of having a useless creature that can slightly improve a friend, I think I would rather do things like have creatures that themselves are more active, have another Trample Haster, have probably another Snakeskin Veil to protect our creatures versus single target removal. I think that this seems like the most intelligentsia. I don't think I really changed that much else. Bobness, is so awesome to see people having healthy conversations about mental health. As a therapist in a chat, I'm always like, let me duct tape my fingers. Yeah, dude, Bobness, you have full permission to just... I mean, you're not at work. You don't fuck... Like, I don't want you to deal... You know what, Bobness? I give you permission as a professional therapist to say stupid shit in this chat for the duration of this chat. I mean, you're off the clock. You're off the clock. Dorothea. Ranger Classic. Holy shit, this card's ridiculous. What is my opponent? What are these things? I guess I'll just do this sort of stuff. So this, I understand this. But this is insane. Enchanted creature has, whenever this creature attacks, create a 4/4 white spirit creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking sack at the end of combat. My god, it's those Geist to Saint Trap decks. Bobna says, nah, it's more like reflexive impulse to do some mental health education. I just redirect to writing while I'm watching. That's very good. It's very healthy. Alright. Snakes. It had to be snakes. My name is Day9 and I correctly set something up. Yeah. So we're gonna kill Killian. Kill Killian. Okay. Good. That seems better. It seems like a more reasonable option. I'll do like this. Bow woo. Ay 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 ay. Shingro says, haven't been around for ages, but glad to see you're still a good, mellow, and introspective individual. Top marks. Glad to hear it. I mean, like, a lot of the streamers that I watch primarily discuss the content that they're playing. I mean, I watch, like, a lot of, you know, StarCraft, AoE 4, Dota streamers that are, like, playing the game. Yes, stow away. Oh yeah, it has that mean ace on it, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and just be a reasonable person. Let's attack with both of these. Snakeskin Veil is just so good. Oh my god, we could not have drawn a better card. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do this. We're going to say x equals 2, 1, 2. We're going to go ahead and shoot her. Excellent. Edgar. I mean, the good draws just keep coming, huh? Okay. My glasses, I always appreciate that you share your feelings instead of just narrating the game. I can't tell if that's good or bad. Not your comment. Your comment makes me happy. I like talking about my stuff, but I don't know if this makes my content better or worse. I like to think all of you think it's better, otherwise you would literally turn it off and go watch some of that. Don says, Dear Nine, may I suggest you watch a streamer named Carlum00? It's pure joy. He's British and streams from 1 p.m. UK time. He continues for 11 hours every day. He's a machine. Jesus! Here we go. Carlum00. Let me go ahead and follow. Following Carlum. Jaspera Sentinel into Rahilda. Looks like we can't quite do that, given our manas. But I think this is still a good situation. Oh my god, a Fearsome Whelp and a mono... Oh, oh, fuck. Oh no. Green. Alright, let's play Rahilda. Yeah, I like the off-game. I like talking some about the game. Like, I'm alarmed that this Fearsome Whelp is here. Like... Collision. Has subbed for 106 months in a row and says, still am undecided on this stream. Need more data. Well, it's very important to just continue gathering at every opportunity. Ow. So... I'm just gonna Stormseek it, man. Stormseek recklessly. Recklessly. Mortal TV says, I'm just here to never let anyone forget the day DayJ beat Artosis. Been a while. What do you mean the day that DayJ beat Artosis? If I remember correctly, there were many days where that happened. Oh. I don't want to sacrifice it. I'll decline. I'll take that pain. How does you do it? Day 9 is grown too powerful. Let's see here. Immortals is the first day? What's the first day, Immortal? What is the first day? Harry Doshe says, I was terrified to see I unsubbed. Thank God I rectified that. Rectify is a word that just feels like it should be inappropriate to say, and yet it isn't. Hey, Ed. Howdy, Ed. I really feel like we are... You know, letting our opponent have 1 mana Moonveil Regents is... I mean, it's rough. I think we... Line one more time. Let's see if we can get there somehow, some way. Oh, it feels like really bad. Alright, so... I just let it resolve, right? Think it I do. I just let it happen. So we're going to need a sack next turn, but now we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll go down to 2. We got a sack. Is there a way that we can maybe just pull a win out of the hat? Maybe. We also have the Jaspera Sentinels, which are 2 strong blockers. We also have the First Strike Reachers, which is a strong... Okay. Take action. So, do something like this. I mean, I can block these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not quite. Maybe I should have left this untapped so I can do some magic with these, but they're going to need a double chump. Yeah. There was no way. Okay, so we are up against a Dwagon deck. Burning Hands is for the green matchups. Brittle Blast is going to be good. Snakeskin Veil, I don't know that. Let me pull out Snakeskin Veil. I think I'd rather be trying to do various fight effects. And Inscription of Abundance seems good. Choose your weapon seems like clear gain here. This seems fucking terrible. Let's get that one out of there. This seems reasonable. Ferocious Pup, or Tenacious Pup feels like it would be better in a situation where I'm... I feel like I do actually want these Snakeskin Veils. Maybe actually Ranger class comes out. I think maybe. I'm worried I'm maybe pulling out too many creatures right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20, 22, 23. The Ravenous Pursuit is deal damage. Rhythm of Abundance is deal damage. You know, I think it's actually correct. I think that, like, we just need ways to be able to deal damage. Ways to deal damage. Damn. Play fast. I think I just throw Rahilda out, probably. Jerry Hattrick says, hey, random question. Is the 2021 end-of-year AMA going to be put on YouTube at some point? Is it not? Was it not? It's there? Okay, well, great. Scared the crap out of me. I think I would rather my opponent spend on the Werewolf Pack Leader, I think, over Rahilda. Also, Werewolf Pack Leader gets around 1 mana, deal 2 damage things, and Rahilda does not. Oh, that's very, very good. Okay. Jerry Hattrick says, oh, my bad, I must have missed it. I was just looking. Oh, well, that's... glad it's all fixed. Usazi says, so I just got an offer letter from AWS as a dev, and I'm kind of shocked and over the moon. Hey, congrats, Usazi. Hell yeah, get it. Jerry Hattrick says, I clicked the link, but no video from you. Maybe it's blocked for some reason. Yeah, I would reach out to the platform. I did the very best I could and just uploaded stuff. This is probably the right thing to do. Should play this. 5/5, smashes in. Yeah, I think this looks good. Nightmare 34 God says, hi all. Hi, Nightmare 34 God. Right away I want to know the etymology of your name. From where did it come? Man. Okay, so this is actually really good. Because this can't swing. Okay, sure. No blocks. Sure. Okay. So I want to do this now or post-combat. I mean, we're just going to do it right now. We're just going to put this on here right now, swing, and then post-combat swing this, and then play Rahilda. I don't think that there's a chance of us losing next turn. That is a very, very good card to get. Whoa. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to Ravenous Pursuit. This is going to deal damage to this, equal to its power. We're going to put it onto this Rahilda. Nightmare 34 Gods says, it came from the Nightmare Horse in Magic back in the early 2000s in Quake Online. And 34 was my football number in high school. Oh my god, I remember Nightmare so hard. Oh, that horse was it. I don't think we lose next turn. This is the right play. Oh my god. I'm gonna look at Nightmare MTG. God. Oh my god, the nostalgia just looking at this card. Star, flying. Now it's prime time to start each equal to the number of swamps you control. Jesus, it's such a good card. I mean, it's a bad card, but it's just so good. Nightmare Horsey still in arena. Dude, may he never fall. Who's that? Is that you, Sheriff? Hi. Oh, my little tube dweller. Dude, Sheriff loves tubes. My cat, one of my cats loves tubes. Just loves, like, jumping in them. You know, those little, like, plastic tubes that you can hide in. I think we've won the game. What is a piece of media for which you are very nostalgic? I want your media nostalgices. I want your media nostalgices. Hit me with them nostalgias. I must know. This is 1 day old. Soon tofu soup. Onderin says Rugrats. My wife and I rewatched Rugrats recently. We recently rewatched that shit. Not all of it, but like the first few episodes. And like the animation is like so wobbly, like the lines on it. Oh, it's so good. It was the one where the protagonist, whose name I can't remember, really wants to eat dog food. Tommy. Oh my god, that's right. Dude, Afraid Not says Fallout 2 is my nostalgia. Love that game. I remember reloading New Reno and playing through it again and again and again and again. Green. Alright, well that's... Red. Untap. Do this. Let's see, what else? What are nostalgia things? Oh, Pac Monsters says anything by Hanna-Barbera. Do you remember the Pirates of Darkwater? In the alien world of Myr. Oh my god, let me tell you, that game right there. Or that show right there. I've always wanted to know what happened. The last episode, The Living Treasure. Rad. Randy Potato Feet says, happy you're back. Thanks, Randy Potato Feet. That's so Randy Potato sweet of you. Pretty sure Brittle Blast is an instant. Yeah, let's do this. By tapping this, make a treasure. Celebrate forever. No, don't do it. Ah! Ravenous Pursuit. Nice. Oh my god, Randy Potato Feet says Command & Conquer Red Alert 2. You know what, here's what I want. I want to know. I'm going to re-ask this question. Some of you have already framed some answers to this. Totally terrific. We love to see it. But I want one layer deeper from you, beauty babies. I want the reason why you so love that media. I want the reason why. What about it fuels your nostalgia? What about it? Maldra says, Maldra says, it was from a time when nothing else mattered, but I didn't see the start of yours. Here's an even better question. What is something for which you are incredibly nostalgic that when you look back at and you like play again now, you realize was trash? You know? I was having this conversation with my brother about the Sega Saturn, because we both are super Sega Saturn fanboys. We were just talking about, like, all these random games that we played, like Sonic R and Last Bronx. Like, Sonic R was a racing game that used the Sonic IP. And Tails is the fox that has two tails, and he can spin it, so you can kind of, like, helicopter around. And you would just completely break the race course. It was, like, completely unfair. It was, like, ridiculous. It was great. I remember Nick and I, we were, like, hanging out, because he finally came to the States after 2.5 years. Finally came to the States after a few years, and we were like, dude, what are the best Sega Saturn games? And very quickly we were like, ooh, actually there's a lot of stinkers on there, aren't there? There's Guardian Heroes, and there's Saturn Bomberman, and there's Panzer Dragoon Saga. Like, we can name some, we can like list these things off. These are games, right? These are games, you can't say that they're not games, but like, kinda stinkers, you know? Let's see here. I want to save this. Do I want to save this? I think I do. Let's see here. 360 sub 7. This is Diablo 2 Resurrected. I loved that game back in the day for 8 years straight. Plays Resurrected for 1 day and couldn't do it anymore. The genre has moved on. I've heard a number of people say that. Oh my god. Okay, did we get it? Because if we Ravenous Pursuit this, then this will have +2/+2. So this will come out as a 5/6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, because it's each +2/+0. Great. So Ravenous Pursuit, this pursues this. We give the buff to this one. This one comes down. It's a 5/6. 3 and 5 is 8. 1 is 9. +2/+2 is 13. That was a fun win right there. You know, I heard a lot of people say the same thing. Where they're like, Diablo 2! And then they go play it and they're like, oh, fuck. Oh my god, this is very janky. Irica S says, what about guilty pleasure games? Games that you know are bad but can't help but love them. Ooh, what are some good guilty pleasure games? Ooh, oh my god. I like little word games. I'm like fucking wordling hard. I'm 6 days in a row, 6 for 6. Banking it hard. I think the Syndicate games, Syndicate, Syndicate Plus, Syndicate Wars, and the spiritual successor, Satellite Reign. I've recommended Satellite Reign all the time. You know what? I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Well, let's just go to the images. Just look at these beautiful images. Look at how sick this looks. Like, look at that. Like, it just is these gorgeous cyberpunk settings. I mean, it's fucking beautiful. Like, it's actually quite hard to see unless I, like, click and... I mean, look, that's, like, in-game. That's, like, in-engine. I mean, this stuff's beautiful. And I've recommended it a lot on this stream. And I've had a lot of people come and be like, hey, I tried that game out. I couldn't really get into it. Yeah, no, it's fucking... I love anything that's like the original Syndicate and Syndicate Plus. Wag Donald says that game crashed for me in the tutorial, or rather froze and I wouldn't progress. Yeah, I had to restart it twice to get past it. The opponent goes first. The Forsaken Crossroads will fall. So, if I want to get this down, this is going to have to be red. So we're going to go Lair of the Hydra, Jaspera Sentinel. I love that shit so much. By the way, you guys like my sweet wedding band tattoo? Red. Untap it, please. So we're going to chill like this, because we really want to have that Snakeskin Veil up. And black-red has lots of removal in it. God, I love nostalgia tripping. I love nostalgia tripping. It's so good. Oh, the brittlest blast there ever was. Oh, and fuck you. Oh, eat that shit, baby, now. Okay, so what do we want to do? I think I'm going to attack first. We're just going to see what Rahilda produces for us. Yeah. Let me tell you, that was quite the production. Disblast was very little. Dude, this is so many Reckless Stormseekers. This is sick. You know, I'm gonna... Ooh. I want to foretell this thing. Seems like it would be fun. I mean, this is probably strictly better, though. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Hey, when you say you're seeing random screen freezes, is it just the webcam or is it the whole screen? Because I'm detecting that my internet has been intermittent today. My opponent had 2 Brittle Blasts and a Reckless Stormseeker. Whole screen? Perfect! If it's a whole screen issue, it's just because my internet's having some issues, which is great. I mean, it's not great. It sucks a lot of ass, but it's still great. It's perfect. So Lupine Harbingers are sort of good in the aggro circumstance. I think Tenacious Pup is, or excuse me, good if we're trying to be more aggro. This is good against anti-aggro. So I think with that in mind, I'm going to kind of do something a little similar to what we did before. You know, I'm not really sure what's up in this game. I'm just going to put in a pair of Ravenuses. Just a pair of Ravenuses. Still Comcast? Dude. I have the greatest ISP fucking ever. The greatest one. It's the only time I've ever been pleased with my ISP. Great customer service. Uptime is incredible. Proactive about reaching out if there is anything going on. You know, I've never seen anything like it. I think because I don't have a lot of information about what my opponent's doing, I think that what the correct play is to keep creature, which means that I am, like, fully, committedly proactive. Know what I mean, Jellybean? Bloodthirsty. Oh. There are more creatures here, so I'll probably slack a little bit on Ranger class, something like this. Yeah, Starry is the name of my ISP. Love, love, love Starry. I think Starry is fantastic. I absolutely love Starry. I think they're fantastic. That was awkward. I want to give that one the first strike. I think this is probably good to do. Or we just auto-pay. Place it on here. Move on with life. Love my ISP. Love it. Dude, we're both going to be, like, getting to reveal so many cards. And, like, draw so many cards. Like, dude, with Werewolf Pack Leader, Rahilda, Reckless Stormseeker. I mean, please. I mean, please. What is it? Whittle Blast? Probably on Rahilda. On Halana would also be understandable results. I'm gonna do... Wait. I'm counting incorrectly. So this is going to get X+1/+1 counters on it. Let's go with this. So these both get haste now, so when I attack with them, we get to draw. Alright. A lot of pack leaders. A lot of pack leaders in the deck today. God, yeah, no, getting a good ISP is, like, literally impossible. Fucking sucks, man. Dude, we were talking about if we ever, like, get a house, we just have to, like, contact Starry and be like, can we get you to come to our house and install personal internet for us? And they'd be like, no, it's just not worth it. It would be like $10,000 for you to do that. And we're like, you have no idea how willing we are to pay for that service. What's this? Graveyard Trash Pasha. I mean, Enreld is struggling with the usual problem that can occur in these matchups, which is, yes, you might have better overall value in various situations, but at the end of the day, we are playing more cards each turn. We hit gold. Are we the best gamer now? That's so good. God, it's so good to have you all back. Hey, let's come back to some nostalgia tripping, and feel free to repeat yourself if I didn't respond to your comment. What are, like, pieces of media, TV shows, books, movies? I mean, obviously games is the one I'm really looking for. I really fucking want. You know, because we were talking a little bit about some of those old ARPGs, you know, and some of these older games that I feel like don't work. And I think that one of the most interesting things that I think doesn't really work is anything that is too easily wiki. Something that's too easily wikied. And, I mean, I actually feel that this is a little bit of the issue that happened with ARPGs like... Ooh, this is a good one. ARPGs like Diablo 2. Is that Diablo 2 was kind of half online, half offline. I should say half in the game, half in forums. There was not a lot of really good, clean, organized information. It was hard to get that info, so if you just kept playing and you kept hunting for and exploring and learning and getting better reveals of bits of information, this is a god tier draw. Beautiful art. Then it actually kind of felt like you were... It felt like... Okay, so what's the emotional experience that I think that created? It created this feeling of wonder and mystery that I think was really beautiful. That wonder and that mystery, I think, is just very nice play by Villain. Like, just a superb play. Created that feeling of mystery. The unknown that I was playing and I was, like, learning and discovering. Oh my god, I love that shit. Nowadays, it's just like, what's the best place to farm? What's a good build? And you look and you're like, oh, is that it? Is that really the best build? Oh. No, that's too bad. By the way, Sigarden Evangel is absolutely out of control. It's a 3/1 that when it enters the battlefield, you just put another one into your hand that you discard at the end of the turn. And when it enters the battlefield, tap target permanent you don't control. So the Sigarden Evangel is like, I have no cards in hand and 8 mana, and I draw it, I play it, 1 conjures into my hand, I play it, 1 conjures into my hand, I play it, 1 conjures into my hand, I play it. You just fill your whole board up. It's fucking crazy in the coconut. So let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Lair of the Hydra, and I'm going to play Halana. So, See, here's the thing I think. I think that there's been a big push for the last 15 years of accessibility, make things more accessible. And I still think there's like tons more to explore and make in the accessibility realm of things. And some forms of accessibility is like, how do I make this game so dead simple that there's almost no complexity, but virtually anyone can play it and have a good time? That's one way. Another form of accessible is like, how do we take something that's hardcore and kind of help make more clear what to do and how to function in this hardcore game? You know, I think there's a lot of ways to slice it. And I also think that we have lethal. I'll find out next turn. But I think that there is a huge opportunity to bank hard on mystery. Bank hard on something that is unwikiable. Alright, I'm just going to play this and we're just going to see if it works. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, so you are going to get the haste and the counters. You are going to get this little buff, so it's 7. So that should be enough. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. Pontiff says one of the best gaming moments that I can remember was getting the first Wing Commander and played for 8 hours straight while I was in college. Dude, Wing Commander. Oh my god. So this is like a Boros. Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to get rid of some of the slower cards that we have. I think Lupine Harbingers is not necessarily valuable. The usual sort of more defensive cards, or cards that are good against control, we kind of peel these out. Get some more proactivity. There's a lot of damage things. Yeah, I think we'll do something like this, and I'll peel out one Ranger class, because we really want to. I think we actually are the more aggressive list here. Yeah, I remember playing X-Wing and TIE Fighter, and just being blown away at how, like, fucking many missions there were, man. My god, just the amount of content in those damn things. It's incredible. I don't know why I didn't play the Jaspera Sentinel on turn 1. That's crazy. Whoa, I was busy talking about nostalgia, and I literally saw the play and was like, I'll do that, and then just played the Rockfall Vale. That's incredible. No! A braid! A braid! Entropy says it's 47 Prime, Day 9 TV. I know this content sure is. Ooh. Entropy, oh my god, that was like so sweet of you. Oh my god. 47 is Prime, though. It's Prime. 51 is not. 51 is not. It's a hard lesson that you learn when you're doing your factorization. It's the first number that sneaks up on you. 17 times 3 is 51. DW Strength says, I think Wonder and Mystery is ruined by us. Not the game, Day 9. My friends raid in Final Fantasy XIV. All the raids they do get solved before they fully clear it with guides and strats everywhere. But they don't spoil it. The only games I think that demand looking it up are like Path of Exile. There's so many choices. Yeah, well, see, this is the thing, is that the last games that I feel like give me that, like, whoa, oh my gosh, wow, sort of like wonder feeling. Let's go with, I guess, red. It is a good day to scribe. The games that give me that kind of feeling are competitive games. Where it's like, wow, how did that person do that thing? That's crazy. And I think some single-player games like Demon Souls and Dark Souls do a good job of that, where like the fundamental structure of the game conceals things, and I think that it's very like habitized to do things in a with a single-player game. Oh, let me just not look at the spoilers. Oh, this one's gonna hurt a bit. Anyways. Drawn away now. I think 2 is like the perfect number of Tovolars. I'm gonna get royal. Well, rats. Yeah, I mean, like, what do you kill here? Probably Tovolar. I mean, Reckless Stormseeker is pretty threatening, too. Yeah, like, competitive games give me that sense of wonder. I mean, Magic a little bit does, because it's like, wow, what is this crazy deck this person's playing? You know, this mystery. I'm actually really interested in... Oh, yeah, and I think that, like, PUBG and Fortnite were just mystery and craziness and experience generators when they first dropped. Like, I mean, you'd never see something like that. I think this is fine to do. My opponent appears to be playing relatively defensively, so I'm just going to keep trying to smash. But I'm really interested in, you know, like, there's MMOs where people can just farm every last bit of information, every single bit of data from the hard drive, and just, like, get full maps of every single level and every single location. And I think that if you can do something like that, but, like, hide that information... I think that, like, leveraging and leaning hard on the insane... Leveraging hard on the insane, the mysterious, the wonder... Reckless Impulse is pretty good. I mean, that Shatterskull Smashing is like a real fucking beater here, huh? This is going to get played next turn. I'm going to lose both of these, so I may as well swing and pick off a creature. Bop. Bop. I do. Bop. I've played Tarkov since the first time we did with Sacriel. I haven't 3D res. I actually... I found that the sort of obtuseness of, like, the questing systems and a lot of the stuff like that turned me off a little bit to it in the long term. But in the short term, I mean, I just enjoy it. My god, I enjoy the shit out of it. I thought it was amazing. Alright, Rahilda Feral Outlaw. Hit me twice. Please be nice. Ow. That's a good one. Another one of those, because then we can win. Oh, that's so sick. I think I need to go big. This is too big for Brittle Blast, because it's X equals 6. Look. Burning Hands is so good. Ugh. I have been gutted. I'm really happy with our sideboarding plan. See, I'm interested in a game where people want to hide information from each other and want to be secretive and want to, like, withhold stuff. Oh, that's so sick. Oh, this is a great hand. This is a great hand. Oh my god. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Dude, Jaspera Sentinel into a 2-drop with Snakeskin Veils? Yes, please. With a Magda? Oh. With a Magda, I don't even believe it. Couldn't be luckier. What now? Dude, I mean, this is an insane little Ramparoni. Total swagda. I think I do want this to be green. I can, like, say green. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, the synergy. Dude, this is... Jaspera Sentinel Magda is just incredible. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Brittle Blast? Yeah, no, I think Snakeskin Veil that. Look at this. Tovolar. Put it on the dog. Oh, this is so awesome. I even have the Inscription of Abundance. This is so nice. Oh my god, Das Jinkum says, sadly I'm going to have to break this streak at 44 months. I opened a personal training studio and working on making sure that functions without major detriment on personal finances. I love you all. Due to bring joy to everyone in entertainment, I'll be back soon. Well, hey, congrats on opening up the studio. That's fantastic. That's great news, Das Jinkums. Never feel any pressure about not subbing. In fact, if I'm being honest, one of the best ways to support this channel is literally just to show up. I was talking about this at the end of last year, and for some reason it never quite clicked until I was literally talking about it at the end of last year. There's a few million people that pass through this channel on YouTube or Twitch or various other consumption channels. And a few thousand sub. A few thousand sub. We don't need huge numbers here to support what we do. And in fact, just having good viewership numbers is a great door opener for all sorts of good things. This might actually just be an acceptable enough hand with the Ranger classes and the Tenacious Pup and the Snakeskin Veil. I think that's good. Buddha T says, I'm doing my part. Starship Troopers is such a good movie. Such a good movie. Oh my god, it's so good. Tenacious Pup, following it up. Counterpiece says, viewership is how you can negotiate sponsored content and hosting gigs, right? I mean, it's in an even bigger sense than that, it's like everything connects back to that. All these numbers connect to each other. If the sub numbers are bigger, I can argue, and look at how dedicated this audience is. Look at the percentage of viewers that are subs. Look at the total number of subs. What does this do? Target player, yeah, exploit to draw, and yeah. I'm remembering now. And that does have Death Touch, huh? Patrick Mende just gifted 9 subs. Captain Razgan just gifted 1 sub. Maldari just gifted 5 subs. Our regular sub gifties starting to streak again as the new year kicks in. Captain says, you can't tell me how to be supportive. Take a gifted sub. Well, thank you. We literally sustain substantial amounts of stuff on this channel via exactly that. So I think that this is actually an acceptable time to go swing. And this is sorcery speed removal, yeah. Terrific. Well, hey, thank you, Maldarian and Patrick Mende, who've been sneaking in. Sneaking in here as of late. Tenacious Pup. Tenacious Pup, I think, probably might still be good enough here, but with the Death Touch and the removal, probably not. Arca S says, I'm only sub to 2 streamers. Day and I gets my prime, but yeah, I don't sub to a lot of people. Only those that I really want to support. You're so good. You're so nice to me. And I say that with real sincerity, because there's a lot of people who sub to streamers and then love to torture them. Enterprises, I hope everyone had a good and safe holiday break. Wife and I had to cancel our maybe ambitious plans to go to NYC and watch Broadway shows, thanks to Omicron taking over. Dude! Yeah, I had some ambitions to be quite social. By quite social, I mean go to like 4 meals over the course of 3 weeks. And instead, I kind of chilled at home. Ah, good friend, the total bastardo. I should have just swung with both, huh? Yep, that was not the smartiest thing I've ever done, but I still think that's okay. Baited out this thing. Rotten Agenda says, what do you mean, Day 9? I don't sub to Artosis. I donate $3.33. Rotten Agenda donated $3.33. www. God, Dan's channel really is one of the more magical locations on all of Twitch. Hey, Artosis. Zito's turn says, I went to visit my brother in Florida. Then a week before Christmas, my nephew got COVID, so I had to fly home. Gosh, yeah, no, I mean, it just feels like it's everywhere. It's insane. I'm invulnerable. Tap that. Oh. Alright. Oh, yeah, you get the Witch's Cauldron, Witch's Vengeance, Witch's Oven, Witch's Cottage, Witch's Familiar. Oh, yeah, and then Curse of Leeches. Cauldron Familiar. Oh, God, this is just such a jerk combo. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Good lord. Dude, Cruel Reality. Oh, my God, that's a huge one. Foretell. Oh, hell. Foretell. So this, yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go. Now that we have Tovolar, who's like super cool, we're going to swing with all of our dogs and our town clown Razor Gamer. So then we can swing with a 2-3, a 2-3, a 2-2, and a 6-6. Now you can block with the Socialite in the first bound, which that's fine. Or you can eat with the Immerstorm Predator, and that's fine. But either 6 damage is getting through, and some chumps are going to happen. Or the 6 damage is getting blocked. Oatmeal Prime says, my subscriber count is next to my name. Does that mean I lost my streak? I don't know. It says 41 months on my end, Oatmeal Prime. You guys like my haircut? I really like my haircut. I think I have a really nice haircut. I'm really pleased with my haircut. I like my haircut. I got my haircut by a guy named Jared. He's so good. Okay, Emberstorm Predator continues to grow. I mean, we have, like, so much longevity, and then we have Lupine Harbingers. So let's go ahead and say green, tapping this. And let's take a peek with the Oranger class. That'll be good. Then we're just going to swing with the Town-razer Tyrant. If I swung with both, this would get eaten by the Emberstorm Predator. So if I do it like this, though, this will get +8/+8, which means the Emberstorm Predator must block sack. Dot by do sack. You see, I still have the same memes as before. I still reference, you know, mbop, dot by do wop, you know, that sort of thing. This will be our last best of 3 with dogs. And then I think I'm going to do Orzhov Control. And then on Thursday, I'm thinking some experimentation. Hey, Autosis. WWWWWW. So good. Alright, hitting the space bars. Rider Guitar says, I saw God of War was Friday, and I'm super excited for that one. Don't think I didn't know it. Don't think I don't think about it. Is there a new God of War 4? Is this the PS4? It is God of War 2018. Our opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do that, player discards that card. Okay. God of War 2018 is released on Friday. Oh, sweet. A Town-razer Tyrant. Okay, so we'll play this Town-razer Tyrant. So I'm going to go ahead and target this land. That seems good, right? Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like this. And that one. Now, watch these gamer plays. See this? It's Trample and Haste. It's quite sick. Do I just put it on this one? I could also put it on this one and swing with this one. I'm just going to jam it on this guy here. Yeah. Okay, sure. Lots of sacrificing happenings. All fine. It is all good. Hey, potential disaster averted. Nice. Yeah, I think 8 and 4 seems good. And then next turn, I'm going to give a lot of things Trample Haste. There's going to be a lot of Trample Hasters. Trample Vigilance. Florian Valderian. Because we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacking. Yep. Hey, it is tonight. Okay. That was a long and grindy game. Tenacious Pup goes, but I think... Yeah, I think I'm doing the same sort of mulliganing, because we're kind of up against the same sorts of decks. I don't think I want to discard the Ranger classes, because this seems to be a much more gradual, much more grindy type deck. Outland Liberator might be if there's more enchantments on the field, but I think we're okay. Choose your weapon might be relevant, given the fact that the Immersturm Predator is kind of a pain in the ass, but... I might want the Avabruck Caretaker, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I think that like this is going to be a good one to close things out. Rahilda doesn't seem as good. Maybe she is. Yeah, I think I'm going to do like this. I think I should do one with the Avabruck Caretakers. Because it feels like this is going to be very stally, and something to break that symmetry is going to be really nice. Jaspera Sentinel into a Rahilda. Oh! Well, it's a Rockfall Vale, so we can't exactly go Jaspera Rahilda. That's okay. That is okay. I think that we should still try to... take a chance. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Good luck, me. Just like... I'm more skillful than I look. Well, Darren Bloodcaster is very nice. Whenever it or another non-token creature dies, make a blood token. And then if you have 5 or more, transform. And then it's a 3/3 that turns your blood token into 2/2 bats. It's just so good, dude. Three Reckless Stormseekers and Knight is very good right now. Maybe it was better to just give this Double Strike and Trample and +2/+0. Yeah, I think that was maybe the play. I was just so overcome with incredible power, I wasn't sure what to do. Okay, so this is going to be a hard one to lose. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we go swing, swing, like this. Then my opponent will probably block this. Block that. And then this will happen. So it's tapped, but before it gets tapped, what we're going to do is we're going to cast this. We're going to say, target creature you control. If I start creature you don't control, 3/4 eats the 3/3. It dies. And then this is a trample double striker that lets me cast 2 spells in their library. So the 2 cards exiled were Sap Vitality. Wow. And I can use mana of any color. I mean, that was pretty good. I mean, that's pretty great. All right. I did it. I figured it out. I was thinking about how to have a reasonable spend of my mana, and then I realized that my opponent is dead.